Studying is dematerialization. The shortly we called as demat. So dematerialization is the process by which physical SaaS certificate of an investor are taken back by the company. For example, in earlier days, there is no e-facilities to purchase and sell of securities. It will take long time to buy and sell of securities. For example, if you want to buy the securities, first we can tell them in the investors and brokers, then we deposit our money, we need a particular account to pay the amount. After that only we can buy the shares. Suppose if we want to sell the securities means again we will do the process repeatedly. It will take long time. Then it is an inconvenient for the investors and the buyers and seller of securities. To avoid that, the central government started the process dematerialization. So shortly we call demat, that if the investor, buyer and seller of the securities open a demat account, he can easily buy and sell of securities. So dematerialization is the process by which physical SaaS certificate of an investors are taken back by the company. Dematerialization is done at the request of investors. Purchase made by an investor are credited to his account and sales are debited. So if we want to purchase the securities means, first we will credit some amount to the particular investor account. Then we want to sell means we have to debit the account. So the securities held in dematerialized from are fungible. In other words, they do not have any distinguished features. Trading in dematerialized shares commenced on NSE National Stock Exchange in December 1996, where Reliance Industries was the first company to trade its 100 shares in demat form. In case of BSE means Bombay Stock Exchange, rematerialization of shares commenced in the year 1997 of December. The next heading is, what are the benefits of dematerialization? The risk pertaining to the physical certificates like loss, theft, forgery and damage are eliminated completely with demat account. With the help of electronic, full online process is the demat account. So theft, loss, forgery is to be avoided. Then lack of paperwork enables quicker transaction and higher efficiency in trading. There is no need to workers to write anything in the paper. Here all the work is done with the help of online process. The trading has become more convenient as one can trade through the computers at any location without the need of visiting a broker. The shares that are created through mergers and consolidation of companies are credited automatically in the demat account. If the person or if the investor want to sell their securities or want to buy the securities in the stock exchange means he must open a demat account and also he must have the account of one particular prescribed bank. So all the transactions occur through the depository participants. There is no need for stamp duty. Then certain banks also permit hold of both equity and debit securities. Banks also provide dedicated and trained customers. A demat account holder can buy or sell any amount of shares. One can also choose to take a loan against securities which are held in a demat account. So these are the benefits of dematerialization. So anything for common bank, risk is very less. Then reduces cost, easy to hold, no odd or lot problems. Then automatic update. These are the benefits of dematerialization. The next heading is, what is demat account? A demat account holds all the shares that are purchased in electronic or dematerialized form. The shares are purchased with the help of electronic or network basis. A demat account is to shares what a bank account is to money. For example, if I want to Open a demat account means I must need a bank account to transfer my money. Like the bank account, a demat account holds a certificate of financial instrument like SAP, bond, government securities, mutual fund and exchange traded funds. How does a demat account works? Central Depository Scheme and National Depository Scheme Limited participants of the demat accounts. This during the process, when a person verification would be carried out. For example, how to open a demat account. First, fill up the opening form and submit along with the copies of record document. PAN card is necessary and also carry the original documents. Then we must be provided with the copy of the rules and regulations of the agreement. First fill up account opening form, then provide necessary copies. Then as a demat account holder must verify the certificates in person need. For example, in verification would be carried out in person only. So, number of the DP staff would contact you to check the details. Once the application is processed, the DP will provide you with an account number or client ID. As a demat account holder, you would need to pay some fees like the annual maintenance fee levied for maintenance of account and the transaction fee levied for debiting securities to and from the account on monthly basis. The minimum shares, a demat account can be opened with no balance of shares. It also does not require a minimum balance to be maintained. What are the documents required for a demat account? You need to submit proof of identity and address along with a passport size photograph. Here it is a broad list of documents that can be used as a proof. This is the format of demat application form. Any prescribed form. First, opening a demat account individual. Please fill the black letters name, first name, father's name, title, correspondent address, city, country, telephone number, PAN number, email ID, then join notice or second holder's detail. Then join notice and third holder's detail. Here everything should be written and submitted to the office. Proof identity. PAN card, voter's ID, passport, driver license, bank attestation, IT return, electricity bill, telephone bill, ID card with applicant photo issued by the central or state government and its departments, statutory or regulatory authorities. Public sector undertaking, scheduled commercial bank, public financial institution, colleges affiliated to universities or professional bodies such as ICAI, ICWAA, ICSI, Bar Council, etc. These are the proof of identity. Then proof of address, ration card, passport, voter ID, driving license, bank passbook, bank statement, verified copy of electricity bill, resident telephone bills, leave and license agreement or agreement for sale of self-declaration by High Court or Supreme Court judges. So these are the proof of address. Then PAN card, a permanent account number is a unique 10-digit alphanumeric identity allotted to each taxpayer by the Income Tax Department under the supervision of Central Board of Direct Taxes. It is also served as an identity proof. Then these are the informations related to the Securities and Exchange Board of India. The Securities and Exchange Board of India headquarters is Mumbai and other regional offices there. Then from this lesson we studied about the objectives, powers and functions of Securities and Exchange Board of India and although dematerialization. How to open a demat account, what is demat account, then what are the benefits of Demat account. Okay, thank you children. Read the lessons properly. I see you soon with my next video. Thank you. Stay safe. These are the choose question answer. Nearly 6 choices are given. Then short notes. 10 choices and answers are given. Then short questions, what is meant by dematerialization? What are the documents required for a Demat account? What is the power of SEBI under Securities Contract Act? What is meant by insider trading? Draw the organization structure of SEBI. And what are the functions of SEBI? Explain the powers of SEBI. What are the benefits of dematerialization? So these are the question answer. Then very short question. Write a short note on SEBI. Write any two objectives of SEBI. What is Demat account? Mention the headquarters of SEBI. What are the various ID proofs? It's a very easy question. 10 choices are given. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. The answers are given. Read it properly. Thank you children.